Hello, everyone. It's me, Nancy Brady, and it is time for your midweek messages. I thought I'd come on here, draw quick cards. I did start doing a Monday cool reading where I'm using 3 decks, but for the Wednesday messages, I'm going to go back to just using one deck, and you choose a number 1, 2, or 3, whatever resonates for you. And we see what those midweek messages are. So this week, I'm going to use a deck I haven't used in a long time. I'm going to use the Secret Language of Light. And it's an absolutely stunning deck. It's a very high vibe deck. And its energy to me is, I think, what we all really need right now as a little bit of a pick-me-up. So I want you to choose a number, again, 1, 2, or 3, and then let's see what's in store. Oh, that's kind of all similar, but we're still going to go with it. So number 1, if you chose that, you guys got inner voice. And this is an absolutely stunning card. And when I ask Spirit for a little bit more information around this, what are some of the messages that you need to hear right now? They're saying, what is it that you haven't been listening to? What is it that you're sort of telling yourself that maybe isn't the best story? And set that aside and let's listen to what that inner voice is and what you truly, truly want. Okay. So a lot of this, I often say we have an inner child that we need to nurture, we need to look after, we need to care for. And so what are we doing to nurture that inner child, that inner voice? Right? Imagine taking that person out of you and setting them next to you or on your shoulder and saying, okay, we're going to have a talk. And this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about dreams, hopes, desires. And I'm going to do everything I can to lift you up and empower you to make that happen. I know that might be a bit heavy, but it is something that this is what the reminder is, getting back to that core light inside of you and letting it shine, and then doing whatever you can to empower it. And tell good stories to yourself. Okay. So if you chose number 1, I'm going to leave that with you. If you chose number 2, the card that you guys got was joy. And this card is really about returning to what brings you joy. So what can you set aside this midweek? Have you been too consumed with work? Have you been too consumed with maybe someone else in your family or your partner or even your pets? What is it that will spin the tables on that a bit and let you get outside of the day-to-day worries, concerns, who you're taking care of, what you're looking after, and turn that back on yourself for just a little bit? What is it that's going to bring you joy? What are you going to do that reaches out to bring you back within and celebrate yourself? I know for myself, I know I did mention pets earlier, but for me, one of the best things that just brings me joy is just going for a walk with my dog, right? It doesn't have to be big. It can be something small. So this is where it's just a reminder to do a small thing for yourself that brings you joy. Okay. Got a few days left in the week, so I'm going to leave that little challenge with you. If you chose number 3, you got let your light shine. And this card is absolutely stunning, the artwork on it. This is really about getting back to that heart space. You'll often hear me say, shine brightly and celebrate each other's lights. That's what this is about, that heart space, that absolute, pure, unconditional love. So how are you going to let yourself shine? How are you going to celebrate others? What are you going to do to bring that light and turn it up? Right? Often we tend to, I know myself, I sometimes will become a bit of a wallflower and I'll observe the situation, and I like to let other people shine. But this is a reminder, you know what? You are just as important. You are just as bright and beautiful. So let other people experience that part of you, if even just for a little moment. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you. As always, please put your comments below because it does help me come up in your feeds if you engage with me. And I do love interacting with you guys. So I wish you an incredible remainder of your week and may you thrive and shine brightly and celebrate each other's lights.